Now it's time for our high school athletes in the spotlight, brought to you by the Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township. Each week, Fran McLaughlin, owner of the Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township, will highlight a male and female high school athlete for their outstanding achievement in high school sports. Brought to you by the Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township. Let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room our good buddy, Fran McLaughlin. Good morning, Fran.
Hey, Billy, how you doing today, guys?
I was telling the youth movement here, man, I went to that Haddon Township game last night, back and forth. It was very exciting. And these high school sports, man, they give you an extra dynamic that you don't get at pro sports. You know what I mean? It's all done for the love of the game and for the town, the school.
Yeah, especially nowadays. I mean, it used to be somewhat like that in the collegiate ranks, but the NIL has basically destroyed that as well. So, yeah, that's why it's fun to follow and cover these high schou kids, especially you had Matt Wolf on. And, you know, as a longtime coach, you can appreciate a guy that comes in and sets a foundation and, for a program and then follows through and it gets to see the kids just develop, and eventually get to the places they want to be. So
you can hear
the right way.
Fran, you can hear the pride coming out of his voice, right, Andrew? You can see what he said. He went to school there. He wrestled there. Now he's the coach for the last 17, and they get their first South Jersey Group 1 South Championship. I mean, could you imagine the pride he's feeling?
I mean, it's got to mean a lot. I mean, especially being, like you said, an alumni of that school and leading to their first ever championship. I mean, that's what makes high school so special is you have that deep connection.
Like a tradition and a deep connection.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do what you believe in. You do it the right way, and yes, when it comes out, it definitely you have to take a lot of pride in it. I mean, you wouldn't be doing it otherwise. So, it was nice to like I said, they've had a great season. It said he's had a flair for the dramatic. That kid at 190, and
right.
So
give us a rundown. Give us a rundown on the. I guess start off with. You want to start off with basketball first? Some scores.
Fine. Basketball. So you mentioned you were at the Haddon Township. Haddon Township game Group 1. They're the number 1 seed. They move on.
No, they were the number 3 seed. They were the number 3 seed.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking about the girls again. We talked about this morning. They were number 3 seed. No, the number 1 seed was Pittman, who you also had Ron Meyer on yesterday.
Yeah.
That's South Jersey Group 1. They move on to Tuesday semis. In Group 2, you got Lower Cape May will move on. They're going to take on number 1 seed perennial power Camden in the quarters on Monday. Group 3, number 1 seed Ocean City needed overtime. A little 3-point play in overtime to get by Seneca yesterday. So the Red Raiders will host Absegami on Tuesday. Group 4, Atlantic City, they're still around. They'll go to the quarterfinals on Monday. And then the rest of the boys, non-public teams that are still playing will be St. Augustine, Wildwood Catholic, and Holy Spirit. So they're all still alive. And then we get to on the girls. Again, in that Group 1, Haddon Township is the number 1 seed. Wildwood and Clayton are also still alive locally in Group 1 girls. Group 2, we got top seed Middle Township will be in the quarters on Monday. Group 3, got Absegami. They'll go back on the court on Tuesday. And whenever you have a 2,000-point scorer on your starting 5, you always have a chance. Then Group 4, you got number 4 Egg Harbor and upstart Atlantic Tech as the 11th seed, still alive in Group 4. And then you have the non-public schools that are still alive are Holy Spirit, Wildwood Catholic, and Our Lady. I don't even want to call them Our Lady of Mount Carmel, Our Lady of Mercy. Our Lady of Mount Carmel is a school up in PA. So they're all headed to the quarterfinals in non-public action. So obviously basketball's hot and heavy. Everything else kind of winding down. Like I said, you had Matt Wolf on. We started with 3,000 wrestlers last weekend in individual draws. 443 qualify for the state championship individual finals at Whalen Boardwalk Hall, March 6th to the 8th. So congratulations to those. Are going to go. That's always a great event. 3 days. They'll start next weekend. And then swimming and indoor track. They finish up for good today with the meet of champions in both sports. So we're kind of winding down here. So basketball and wrestling still kind of the focus, but we're kind of getting closer to spring. Daylight savings time. We'll be playing baseball games till 8 o'clock at night for a little league soon.
All right, now it's time for your high school athletes in the spotlight.
All right, well, we talked about Middle Township girls basketball, and our girls athlete in the spotlight this week is going to come from that team. It's junior guard Reagan Powell. She hit for 24 points on 4 3-pointers in Middle Township's first-round state win over Camden Charter Academy on Wednesday. She was coming off a 15.8 rebound performance in Middle's Cape Atlantic League championship game win over Holy Spirit last Saturday. She's a 3-year varsity performer. She's hit in double digits in 25 of her last 27 games now, including a season-high 28 February 13th against Millville. She's averaging 16.2 points a game and takes advantage of her freebies, hitting 89% from the free throw line. I know you teach fundamentals to your little kids, Billy, so I know you appreciate that.
Yeah.
So Reagan Powell of Middle Township girls basketball is our girls athlete in the spotlight. And our boys athlete in the spotlight, we're going to go back to the wrestling mat. We have Liam Kisby, a junior from Absegami Wrestling.
Nice.
The last 2 weeks have been really good, especially for Liam. He won the District 29 championship at 106 pounds and came back yesterday and placed 4th at the regional championship to qualify for his first state final appearance. He'll be headed to Boardwalk Hall next weekend. And talking to his coach, Nathaniel Ross, this morning, Liam's really emerged this season, posting a 32-6 record, including a silver medal performance at the Pete Adams tournament in Vineland. Again, Ross had mentioned that this is a kid who's worked hard, came in as an 88-pounder, just hoping to get up to 106 pounds as a freshman. He's the kind of kid who just again, works hard and really appreciates and just enjoys his success. And not surprisingly, as a junior, he's one of the team captains, the only junior team captain for the Absegami Braves. And they also plays baseball for Absegami. So Liam Kisby and Reagan Powell are athletes in the spotlight this week. As always, they will receive a Philly Pretzel Factory gift card and a free pretzel coupon for each one of their teammates and coaches.
All right, Fran McLaughlin, as always, we appreciate you and look forward to talking to you next Sunday right here in the locker room. Thanks, Fran.
Sounds good. Take care, guys.
All right, we'll see you next week. All right, there he is. There's our high school players, athletes in the spotlight, sponsored by the Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township.